Okay. Um, okay. Sweetamundo. Cool. So I found this website. Well, I didn't really find it. I stole it from someone in Petrifiber. But this is a cool website that you could supposedly use to pick all your favorite Pokemon and stuff for like all the generations. So I felt like I could go through it and do my least favorite and favorite Pokemon. Uh, so things I noticed, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna say I wanna like I can pick the same Pokemon if it's in different categories. Like I already explored it a little bit, but like for Gen 1, I know my favorite water type is Starmie, and also it is my favorite psychic type. And so I'll put them as both just because it is my favorite out of all those. Um so I'm gonna try to say like my honest out of the ones it gives me. I will say I will refrain from um gimmick forms unless it's uh uh okay, I guess I should be specific about gimmick forms where it's like I'll pick one, but if there's a gimmick form that was introduced in that generation, I'll try to choose that one. So for example, I mean all the Gen 1 gimmick forms, but if I have a Gen like see if I go to Gen 5, is there any gimmick forms? Not really. Gen 6. Well, yeah, like Gen 6 has all the megas. So I'll pick my favorite like I don't know. It's hard to go. It's like hard to tell. Like, but I'll just I'll play it by ear, I guess. um, but I guess to start things off, like we already I guess I already have water and psychic. I can maybe zoom in a little bit better so you guys can see better. Um, except maybe not that much. Uh, normal. So Gen 1. Let's start with Gen 1. I haven't really played through Gen 1 game. Um, doesn't seem very too fun to me just because of all the things that can like just break and stuff. And also, I played Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, so it's like close enough. But all these are great Pokemon. I do love the Pidgeot line. I don't like really many of these other Pokemon, to be completely honest. I do like Chansey and Snorlax. Um, I do like Porygon and Ditto, but I think it's probably between Eevee. I do really like Eevee. I did when I played Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. I did Let's Go Eevee. It's probably between probably like one of the Pidgey line, or Eevee. And honestly, it's probably just Eevee. Like, let's just be honest. It's probably just Eevee. um, for fire types, it's crazy actually how many like not very many options we have, but I think for me, it's definitely either Growlithe or Arcanine. Like, I definitely love all these Pokemon, um, but I think it's definitely Arcanine. I don't think it's really an option. I just love Arcanine so much. Arcanine's such a good Pokemon. Grass types. Now, Gen 1 doesn't have too many great grass types, in my opinion. Like, uh, I guess, like, I do like Bulbasaur. Um, Bulbasaur is very adorable. In terms of like actual grass types that I've ever really used, I've only really used Victory Bell, which it was an okay Pokemon. It wasn't the best, but I think I do like Bulbasaur more than Victory Bell. Um, but yeah, I think Exeggutor is okay, and I would probably use a Vileplume if it wasn't like harder to like. I guess you need a Leaf Stone, but it's just like whatever. Okay. Electric types. Pikachu is solid. Raichu's solid. I like Jolteon. Um, but ultimately it's probably gonna be Magnemite or Magneton, I think. Since Magneton is actually like pretty solid in terms of like like competitive wise. Um like it's I think it's pretty good. Even like without Magnezone, like with an Eviolite, it's pretty solid. For ice types, okay. I forget how many like Gen 1 did not have a lot of ice types. Like 5 out of 151, there's only 5. Um uh I'm really gonna think about it because I know it's not Jinx or Dugong. I know that. It's not nothing against Dugong. Dugong's fine, but it's like I do enjoy Cloyster, Lapras, and Articuno more, and I don't like Jinx. So, that makes a difference. Uh, I'm probably gonna say I really like Icicle Spear with Skill Link on this. Uh, it is something I really do enjoy. What generation is Gengar? Gen 1. Speaking, I'm probably gonna go for Cloyster here. Aren't you supposed to be doing school? Regardless. I guess there's only 3 ghost types in Gen 1, and out of the 3, I do like Gengar the most. Is this Gen 1? Yes, I'm in Gen 1 right now. Generation 1. Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Green, and Pokemon Yellow. Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black, White, Black 2, White 2. I have received an email. From who, I may ask? From them. I don't really care about that right now. Okay, fighting types. Okay. This is interesting. Where it's probably I don't think it's Machop or Mankey just because I like its evolutions more. I think I like Machoke more than Machoke. Machamp. Okay, yeah. I like Machoke more than I like Machamp, but I don't really like Machamp or Machoke. Like, let's be honest. Like, who made these Pokemon? I don't know. Not my favorite. Probably. See, it's definitely with the Hitmonchan, or hmm, you know, Poliwrath maybe. Poliwrath is a water type, and it makes it like not a pure fighting type, which makes it like sorry more useful. But also its design is just more solid. I do like Hitmonlee. There's probably gonna be Poliwrath. I haven't really used any of these though in a playthrough before. Um, okay, poison types. There's lots of poison types in Gen 1. Like everything was just given poison as a type. Um, there's lots of good options here. I think it's definitely between huh, like Gengar, Tentacruel, Venomoth, or Bulbasaur. Like I do like Zubat and Golbat. However, I don't really like Golbat and Golbat. Yeah, I just really like Crobat. Is what I really like. I really like Crobat. Crobat's awesome. But I think I haven't really used the Venomoth. I know it's not too strong, but it also has Compound Eyes, which is an ability I love. Tentacruel's really frail, all things considered. Good thing it is a poison type because it's such a good defensive typing, but you know, Gengar is also cool, but I think it's probably just gonna be a Venomoth. I think I like Venomoth. Yeah. Okay, ground types. This is pretty easy. I love Sandshrew. Sandshrew is amazing. Like Sandslash is cool. I like Sandslash. And all these are like okay, but it's Sandshrew. I just love Sandshrew so much. It's adorable. Favorite flying type. Interesting. Immediately my eyes are catching to Butterfree. Um, I do really enjoy Charizard. Um, hmm. I also like Gyarados and Scyther, and I do like the three legendary birds and Dragonite, but I think it's probably just going to be Butterfree. Yeah, I'll just put Butterfree down. I love Butterfree. Like, it's pretty strong even without Compound Eyes, like all things considered, for like how you can get one at like level 10. Um, it's pretty solid of a Pokemon. I guess with bug types, same thing. It's probably just gonna be Butterfree. I like it more than Venomoth. Uh, yeah. Rock. See, I don't really like any of these Pokemon. Like, they're okay. But it's like I would never really pick one up to play with them in a playthrough. I guess the only one that I would like maybe want to try and play with is like an Aerodactyl. But yeah. And then Dragon. Um it's a tough choice between the three of them. I'll come back to it. Oh, dark types. I find this funny just because Gen 1 didn't have any dark types. And I guess it didn't have any steel types either, except for Magneton. But I do like Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. Um Dratini's very cute. Dragonair's very elegant, and Dragonite's very cool and also cute. But, you know, I'll move on for just a minute and I'll come back. Favorite fairy type? Clefable by far. Yeah, Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff are meh, and I don't like Mr. Mime. Clefairy's cool, but Clefable's where it's at. Okay, favorite starter Pokemon. I'll come back. Gimmick, legendary, favorite Gen 1. Okay, okay, dragon types. Um, this is a tough choice. However, just because it's strong and these are like relatively weak, I'm gonna pick Dragonite. Also, it's orange. In terms of these, uh, Missing No is iconic. Like let's talk about it. Like Missing No is iconic. Um, and all of these are like weird. I just go for Missing No. Missing No. Favorite starter. See, out of these, I do really enjoy like probably Eevee. I do like honestly all three starters are pretty even for me. Like they're all pretty solid. Like I really like my favorite first stage is Bulbasaur. My favorite second stage is Wartortle, and my favorite third stage is Charizard. But it has to come down to so it's Charizard, Eevee, Wartortle, or Bulbasaur. Um, I think overall I do really enjoy Wartortle more than Bulbasaur, but I think I enjoy Charizard more than Wartortle. And between these two is probably Eevee. Like I'll be honest. Um, but also it's kind of like subjective putting it there, but it's just like I guess it's not really a Gen 1 starter. Like, does Gen 7 consider it a starter? It doesn't. But like, I don't know. I'll keep it there. Okay, so gimmick forms. So, this is interesting. I think I can get rid of any G-Max Pokemon. I mean, they're okay, but they're just like meh to me. Like nothing really stands out to me here. Um, in terms of G Maxes, except for Butterfree, maybe. But It's probably gonna be a Mega, and I really love Mega Charizard Y. I think for sure, absolutely 1,000% Charizard. Mega Charizard Y. I do like Mega Beedrill, and I do like Mega Gengar and Gmax Butterfree, but like, yeah, it's definitely Mega Charizard Y. Um, okay. Favorite legendary. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Mewtwo, or Mew. I like Mew more than Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo's cool, but it's definitely Mew over Mewtwo. Out of the three, it's not Zapdos. This is between Moltres and Articuno, and I lean Articuno. This is between Articuno and Mew. And like Mew's probably better at battling compared to Articuno because Ice Flying is not a great type. Like, let's be honest. So I'll put Mew. Favorite Gen 1. Okay, this is interesting, where I think it's a toss-up between Clefable, Sandshrew, and Arcanine, or Starmie. Um, it's probably not Starmie or Arcanine. I love them, but it's probably Sandshrew. Like, I just love Sandshrew. Like, it's my little, it's the little Sandshrew. It's a little shrew. Um, I love Clefable in terms of its battle ability. In terms of design, I do like Arcanine and Starmie more than Clefable. But like, I just love like sweeping teams on Pokemon Showdown with my Clefable. It's the best. Um, but it's probably Sandshrew. Like, let's just be honest. Love Sandshrew. Okay, Generation 2. Um, Interesting normal types. We have Porygon 2, I do enjoy. Furret, I really enjoy. Noctowl, I enjoy. Blissey's cool. Overall, it's probably Furret, though. I do really enjoy Furret. I think Furret's adorable. Also, I think I have a shiny Furret. Don't I? Maybe it was in a ROM or something, but I definitely found a shiny Sentret. So, Furret, yes. Okay, fire types. This is tough. Um, I do really like the Cyndaquil line. Ignoring Game Freak stuff. I haven't seen it. It seems awful, but I haven't read it, so I'm not as traumatized, supposedly. It's probably between them and then the legendaries Entei and Ho-Oh. I do really like Entei, but I like Ho-Oh more. Um, so it's between Quilava and Ho-Oh for me, I think, because out of the three, I like Quilava the most. Because it's like, why does it go from 2 or 1 to 2 to 1 again? Like, that doesn't make sense to me in terms of fire. Like Quilava like has a little mohawk looking thing. It's so cool. Um but I think Quilava or Ho-Oh. It's probably Ho-Oh to be honest. Just in general. And I know this thing has a shiny and I really love shiny Ho-Oh like so much. Like I love that color scheme. That's such a good color scheme. Um Water. Uh okay, we have interesting choices here. The water starter is uh I don't know, Totodile and Croconaw and Feraligatr. They're okay. I don't know. They're not my favorite though. Um Chinchou Lantern. I do like a Azumarill, but probably not. Probably Corsola maybe or Quagsire or Mantine or Seed or Kingdra. This is interesting. I know he's the only dragon type. And honestly, I do like Kingdra a lot. Um but This is interesting for sure. Uh, Polytoad, no. In terms of like, if I had a team, I would probably have Quagsire just because groundwater is such a good type. Um, I've always wanted to use Mantine. I do enjoy Mantine. It doesn't seem to get good moves, or like, it doesn't seem to have good enough stats. I'll put Quagsire, uh, because it's derpy and adorable, but it has good typing. Okay, grass types. I think I do like Chikorita and Bayleaf. Meganium, not so much. Um, Blossom's okay. Hoppip, Jumpluff, and oh gosh, Skiploom. They're okay as well. And then Sunkern and Sunflora. I'm sorry, you're out of the picture. So, and I do like Celebi. For me, it's probably between Blossom, these two, or Celebi. Probably not Blossom. Probably not Celebi. It's probably between Chikorita or Bayleaf. And I think Bayleaf is cool enough, but I think I like Chikorita just because it's cute. Okay, favorite electric type? Probably Ampharos, right? I do love the Mareep, Flappy, and Ampharos lines, and I really like playing with them in my Gen 2 games. So I'll do Ampharos. I do enjoy Ampharos. Favorite ice type? I do. Okay, so this is tough. I don't think it's Smoochum. Swinub and Poliwhirl, they're okay, but no. I think it's Sneasel or Delibird for me. Delibird's kind of a penguin, but it's also a flying type, and penguins don't fly, so I don't like associating it with a penguin. I do like Sneasel's design overall more than Delibird's. Uh, so yeah, I'll do Sneasel. Also, like Sneasel's like pretty cool, I think. Fighting types, Tyro, Hitmontop, or I think it's Heracross. Heracross, I love Heracross. Heracross is super cool. Poison types, out of the new ones, for sure, Crobat. Like, not even a question. Yeah, no. Okay, ground types. Could be Steelix or... See, I didn't know these were ground types. I thought they were pure rock. I did not know that they were rock and ground. Because I knew Tyranitar was rock and dark. Interesting. Okay, well, regardless. I mean, Phanpy and Donphan are cool. I do like Gligar. It's probably gonna be Steelix though. I do really think Steelix is cool. Um, Sierra Steel types. Oh yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, favorite flying type. Um, okay, this is tough. This is for sure tough. I like Crobat. I do like Togetic. Meh meh. No no no. I do like Yanma. Murkrow and Gligar are cool, but like their Gen 4 evolutions are what make them even cooler in my opinion. And then I do like Lugia and Ho-Oh and Skarmory. Skarmory's up there. I do really like enjoy Togetic and Crobat. I think it's probably between Togetic and Crobat for me. Um, and just it's probably gonna just be Crobat, just because I mean I love Togetic. Or is it Togetic? I just like love Togekiss so much. I'll put Crobat. I'll put Crobat. Okay. Favorite psychic type? Unknown. Celebi, Lugia, Smoochum, Girafarig, Wobbuffet. It's probably Espeon, right? Definitely Espeon. It's not Natu or Zatu or Slowking, so it's probably Espeon. Espeon. Bug types. Okay. Okay, this is hard. Is it though? It's really not. It's probably between Yanma, Heracross, and Scizor. Not Yama. I'm sorry. Yanmega's cool though. I love Yanmega, and love Yama's cool, but it's definitely Heracross or Scizor, and I think Scizor just has a better typing with the Steel type, and it's cooler in my opinion. I love Heracross though. Heracross is super awesome. Favorite Rock type? Um, Sudowoodo, Shuckle, Macargo, Corsola, Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar. Probably just Tyranitar. Yeah. Ghost type is Misdreavus. I do like Misdreavus. But I mean it's also the only option. So, you know. Dark types?